Thank you for joining the collective. We have a stretch class for you. A little bit of work, a little bit of stretching. You don't need any equipment for this class, just your mat. We're going to start on your booty. Bend those knees. You're going to hold on the back of your legs here. We're going to warm up the spine. So I want you to come into a nice long spine here, lifting from the top of your head, pressing the tailbone into the mat. And then I want you to hinge back, keeping your back flat. Exhale, pull it forward. Inhale, hinge back, long spine. Exhale, return. Hinge it back. Good. Keeping that spine as long as possible, trying not to round it back. One more time. Good. Now we're going to round your back coming into C-spine. So you're going to pull your core in, round the back, create C-spine. Come all the way up, lengthen at the top. So you start in your long spine and then tuck the pelvis under, scoop the core, round the back, come back into your C-spine. So your spine is creating a C shape here, all the way up. Round down, pull the core in, all the way up. Two more times. Round down, take it up. One more, round your spine, and take it up. Now we're going to reach our hands out in front of us. Take it down halfway into your C-spine. You're going to open your arms out to the side. Close them in front. Open, close. Option to have your hands behind one leg, and you're going to alternate your arms here if you need that little bit of extra assistance. Good. Keep breathing. Pull that core in. Two more times. Grab on behind the legs. Roll all the way up. Now we're going to take ourselves all the way down to the mat. Reach those fingertips out in front of you. Start with a nice tall spine. Find that length. Start with the pelvis. Tuck the pelvis under. Scoop the core. Coming into your C-spine as slow as you can. Take yourself all the way down to the mat. Fingertips will reach up to the ceiling. We're going to take ourselves up as slow as we can. Use that inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders. Belly button to spine. Take yourself all the way up. So we're rolling down as slow as we can, working at your own pace. So we're laying down one bone at a time, and then we're trying to peel up off that mat one bone at a time as slow as we possibly can. On your next one, hold it down on the mat. Take yourself all the way down. Good job. I want you to open the chest here, bend the knees. Feet are flat on the floor. I want your arms to come out to the side in our goalpost arms. We're opening the chest, keeping your feet planted on the floor. Let your knees drop off to one side. Trying to keep your shoulder blade down on the floor. And then I want you to turn your head to the opposite direction. A big inhale. Big exhale. On your next exhale, I want you to pull your knees back to center. Your head comes to center too. Now drop your knees off to the other side. Feel that rotation from the spine. Trying to keep your shoulder blade down, and then look your head in the opposite direction. Feeling that nice twist in the spine, release in the low back. Big inhale. Exhale. On your next exhale, pull those knees center. Nice job. Now I want you to pull both knees into your chest. Hug them in nice and tight. We're going to come into rolling like a ball to really give that spine a nice good massage here. So you hold on to the top of the shins. You're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Your gaze is going to be towards your belly button here. You're going to slowly rock back to the shoulder blades and then take it up to a balance. Trying to maintain the C-spine. Roll back to the shoulder blades. up to balance. So we do not want to go further back than our shoulder blades. Definitely do not want to be rolling onto the neck. Shoulder blades only. Up to a balance. Good. Now it's best to have an extra padded mat for this, or to have your mat on a carpet. We don't want to damage the spine. This should be a nice spinal massage, holding that C shape in the spine and rolling back and forth. On your next one, I want you to hold the balance at the top. Hold it here. Nice job. Lengthen out that spine. Reach those arms out in front. Legs come to tabletop. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now I want you to bring those forearms back behind you onto the mat. Legs are going to stay here at tabletop. You're going to lower your knees off to one side. Straighten the legs. Lift them up and over. Drop down. Bend into tabletop. Straighten. Lift up and over. Bend. Straighten. Lift up and over. So you notice my one little booty cheek comes off the mat as my legs lower over to the other side. So you can have that hip lift, but we're trying to keep our shoulders square to the ceiling. Up and over. One more time. Each direction, make it even. Good. Come back to tabletop. Put your feet to the ground. You're going to come up to your hands behind you. We're going to shift our weight up, and we're going to lift our hips towards the ceiling. So like reverse tabletop. So you're going to lift, press the hips, tap that booty back down. Shift the hips up, tap the booty back down. Lift, lower. Good. Really press those hips up. Last one. Good job. Come on down. We're going to come into our mermaid position. So my left leg is in front. My right leg is on the side of my body here. You're going to take your palm to the ground, and you're going to reach up and over. As you reach up and over, you can sink into this arm that's down on the mat. But I want you to try to press this hip down to the mat as you reach up and over. So you're feeling that stretch from your fingertips up here all the way down the side, pressing this hip into the mat. Big stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Float back to center. Your hand that was up in the air is now coming to the shin, and you're going to reach over in the opposite direction. Big stretch here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Come to center. Now you're going to walk your hands out in front. Lower the head. Bring the chest down towards the floor. Reach those fingertips out even further. And take it up. Nice job. Now we're going to come onto our hands and knees here. Hands to the floor. Wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips here. I want you to press with your palms. We're going to do scapular push-ups here. So all the work is in the shoulder blades. I want you to lower the chest, keeping the arms straight, creating a little cave in your shoulder blades here. And then press to the palms, lift the chest. So arms stay straight the whole time. We're just retracting and protracting the shoulder blades. Lower, lift, lower, lift. I want you to try to keep your head and neck in line with the rest of your spine, so don't let your head drop down. Lift the head, press down, lift up. So again, shoulder blades, protraction, retraction, press to the palms. Don't bend the elbows. We're not bending coming down. Arms are straight. And then I want you to hold it up here, round the back, tuck the tailbone. Release, lift the tailbone, lift the head. Going into our cat-cows here. One more. Good job. We're going to come into our mermaid sit on the other side. So this time my right leg comes in front, left leg is to the side of me. Right hand comes to the floor, left hand reaches up and over. I'm going to sink into my arm that's on the mat, getting a nice long stretch from my fingertips all the way down. Really pressing my opposite hip bone down to the mat in this stretch here. Big inhale, big exhale. Float back to center. My hand that was in the air is now going to hold the shins. I'm going to reach up and over in the opposite direction. Now I feel a stretch on the other side. Nice job. Come to center. Reach those hands out in front of you. Drop the head. Reach the chest towards the floor. Really reach through those fingertips. Feel the stretch. And walk yourself back up. Nice job. You're going to come onto your stomach now, facing either direction. Come all the way down to the mat. I want you to reach your arms out in front of you. Reach the legs out in the opposite direction. Open those legs as wide as the mat. Feel the opposition pulling from your fingertips through the toes. Nice big stretch here. Now you're going to bend one elbow in. Rest on that forearm. Other arm's going to reach around towards your foot. If it feels good, lift that thigh off the mat. Now don't resist this. I want you to sink into it. Feel the stretch. Pressing your hip bone into the mat. Slowly release. Switch sides. Same arm grabbing the same leg. If it feels good for you, lift your thigh off the mat. Stretch that out nice and long. You're going to rest your forehead on your palms here. Keeping those legs wide, protecting the low back. Squeeze your glutes. You're going to lift the chest, lower down. Lift and lower. As you're lifting and lowering here, I don't want you crunching up the low back. We want to create space in our low back. So reach your head long and away instead of thinking reaching it up. Lengthen through the crown of your head, lower down. On your next one, hold it up. We're going to add some rotation. Straighten the right arm, reach around, come center, lower down. Lift the chest, left arm, reach, center, lower. So you're going to alternate reaching around, pulling at center, reach. Good. Lift, reach. One more on each side. Final one. Good. Press yourself back to a child's pose. Hips shift back. Reach through those fingertips. Big stretch here. Nice job. Meet me on your backs again, all the way down onto the mat. You can lower yourself nice and slow. Come all the way down. Nice job. Open the chest. Pull those knees in. Rock it side to side. Nice job. I want you to reach those legs up to the ceiling. Palms come to the ground. Really press those palms into the mat. We're going to do little hip lifts here. You're going to reach your toes to the ceiling. Lift the hips off the mat. Slowly lower down. Lift and lower. Lift the hips. Slowly lower down. Good. We're going to come into our roll over next if it feels good for your body. If not, you can stay in these little hip lifts. So you're going to lift the legs, and your legs are then going to come both overhead here while keeping the shoulder blades on the mat. That is key. We do not want to roll onto the neck. We keep it to the shoulder blades, and then as slow as we can, we're going to stretch our spine and roll our spine back down to the mat. So when you're ready, press those palms into the floor. Legs come up. Press through those palms. Send the legs overhead. We stay on our shoulder blades. Now I want you to open your legs hip distance apart. Flex your feet. Nice and slowly roll your spine down to the mat. Pull your legs together. Again, press through your palms. Legs come overhead. Separate the legs. Flex the feet. Roll your spine down to the mat. Nice and slow. One more time if it feels good for you. Stay on the shoulder blades. Roll it down. Pull it together. Nice job. Set those feet to the floor. We're going to drive through our heels. Press up into a glute bridge here. Lift the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Create space in the low back. Lower down. Press up and hold. Create space. Lower down. So we're stretching out our hip flexors here. Feel the stretch on the top side. Lower down. One more time. And lower down. Good. You're going to pull both knees into your chest. You're going to create circles with your knees. The movement is going to initiate from the hip socket. So knees are going around in big circles here. Reverse those circles other way. Feeling the motion from the hip socket. Good. I want you to keep the right leg into your chest. Left leg reaches long to the floor. You're going to cross this leg over your body. Again, keeping the shoulder blade on the ground. Look in the opposite direction, similar to how we started class. Come back to center. Pull both knees into chest. Keep the left leg in. Extend the right leg. Cross that leg over your body if it feels good. Look in the opposite direction. Feel that rotation. Come back to center. Straighten those legs out. Open the chest. Palms face up. Close your eyes. Take a nice scan of your body from the top of your head. Relax the eyes. Relax the eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Draw your shoulders down. Let your body sink into the mat. Let your hips open up to the ceiling. Relax your legs. Relax the toes. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Nicely done. Open those eyes. Roll yourself up. Thank you for taking your time to stretch it out with me today. I will see you next time.